everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday. And on today's video, we're going to be using the Milk Makeup, what is this called? The Flex Foundation Stick, I believe. I got the box sitting right here. But this is the product right here. It's kind of cute, actually. It's very, very simple. That is one thing that I do say about Milk Makeup is that their product design is very simple and very nice. That is what it looks like. I do have the shade Porcelain, which is the fairest shade. I do want to let you know that before I turn on the camera, I did spray my face down with the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. I also used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I actually hit pan on this today. I think I've been using this for like a year. I don't know. I don't know. It might be like a 6-month product. I think I've been using it ever since it came out. Maybe last December when I picked it up. But I use it in every one of my foundation reviews because I like how it works with my skin, and I actually hit pan on it today. Anyhow, enough about the primer that I'm using. Let's talk about the foundation. So like I said, this is the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick. I am going to go ahead and read to you from the Milk Makeup website. Show you here that they do have, I believe that's 36 shades if I counted correctly. 6 across and 6 down is 36, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you the description of this product. So it says, make moves with Flex. Covers. Buildable formula can take on anything you've got. Stick format glides on for quick mess-free application. Calms. Infused with Blue Lotus to moisturize and chamomile to help calm redness and soothe skin. Flexes. Seamlessly becomes one with your skin without creasing or caking thanks to elastic marshmallow root extract, the ingredient that gives the candy its squishy abilities. And then it has the directions. Use your primer, swipe Flex Foundation where you want to cover and calm, chin, forehead, cheeks, center of face. Blend into skin with a brush, sponge, or fingertips, and then apply the concealer. I do have the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I wasn't going to wear it today. I don't think I'm going to wear it today. I'm going to just go with the concealer that I have on my table here. But that is the description. Very short and sweet. So let's go ahead and put this on my face. I am going to be just using my Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush. That's what I typically use when I'm doing a stick foundation. I did a stick foundation last week that didn't work out so well. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's the first time I've ever had to quit a foundation review before the end of the day, before midday even, so yeah. But I do like foundation sticks traditionally, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on my face. Oh, it's very, very pale, but it looks like it matches my neck pretty well. I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes it looks paler than it is just because I have so much natural redness on my face. And then once it's blended out, it looks fine. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and blend this in with the Round Top Kabuki brush. And if necessary, I'll just try to bronze it up. All right, so I'm having difficulty with a couple of things here. Number one, it's not blending out very easily. It's blending out actually not easily at all. And I'm not getting very good coverage. So I'm just trying to get enough on my face. I'm going to take it down my neck a little bit just because it is so pale on my skin. We'll see how it works. I'm going to go ahead and try to blend this in a little bit more. I'm very pale. And I am not liking how this is blending in my skin. I don't know. It's really not blending well on my nose, like at all. But I really don't, like, along my hairline, it's just not blending well. I don't know what's going on with it. It's really kind of weird. Like, it's like I'm wiping it and then it's coming back off. Does that make sense? I'm not liking how it's blending. And I thought this had good reviews. Doesn't it have good reviews? See. Okay, well it doesn't have like, well it says 4.4 stars out of 5. Maybe it's just because the shade is so pale that it's just not blending well, but I feel like it's like coming back up while I'm trying to blend it. I don't know. Okay, I did get it blended down my neck. My décolletage is still darker. I'm going to have to just bronze up my face like a lot. So, one thing I do typically, and see, it just wiped right off my nose. Do you see that? Now, I typically use this brush when I'm doing a stick foundation, but that literally just wiped right off my nose. All right, well, I am going to put concealer on my nose anyway. I always do recently here. That's one of my little tricks that I've been doing, is just putting concealer on my nose to help cover it, because I have been having a lot of problems with that. One of the other tricks that I do is my powder that I use. This is the mineral face powder. It does have, it says it's translucent, but it does have a color to it. So this will darken my foundation. And for some reason, my dog is whining. I don't know why she's whining. Sorry. But this will darken my face a little bit. So this will be the first step that I will take to darken it up a little bit. And then I'll try to just, you know, bronze around everywhere. So, all right, the time is now, I'm getting a late start today, 11:24, I think that says, right? Yeah, 11:24. So I will check in at what, 3:30-ish, and then again at 7:30. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, turn the camera off, put on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. It took me a little bit of time to do my makeup today. It's 11:57. We are going to call 11:30 the check-in time though, and I am going to check in at 1:30 and 7:30. No, 3:30 and 7:30. So let's talk about what all is on my face. I did use my two Physicians Formula powders. This is the mineral correcting powder. I put this on first, and then I put the mineral face powder over top of it to try to like bring the shade down a little bit. I think it's okay. I don't think it's too pale anymore. I think I got it. I did use this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer on my under eyes and on my nose. And unfortunately, this was significantly darker than the foundation. I think, looking in my mirror, and I'm not sure how it's kicking up on camera, but looking in my mirror down here, it looks okay. Like, it doesn't look like it's too dark. It originally did, but I think between the powders and the bronzer and everything else, I got it to the point that it's not too bad. You guys let me know in the comment section down below if you completely disagree. All right, on my face, I have the bronze Take Home the Bronze by The Balm in the shade Oliver. And I had that, actually, I kind of brushed it very lightly, almost my entire face, and then in my contour area as well. But I did just kind of do a light brushing everywhere. I have my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party. And then I have my Pixie by Petra Aspen Ovard Glowy Powder in London Luster as my highlighters. I also put a little bit in my inner corner of my eye as well. Okay, in my brows, I have the IT Brow Power brow pencil in Universal Taupe, and it just hit the floor. All right, I have two mascaras on today. I have Bad Gal Bang as well as Benefit Roller Lash. They're both Benefit. Bad Gal Bang is also Benefit, but I put the Bad Gal Bang on first and then the Roller Lash over top. I sprayed my face down with the MAC Fix Plus in Lavender. On my waterline, I have the Makeup Geek eyeliner in Obsidian. On my upper eyeline, I have this Starlux Ultra Luxe Longwear eye pencil in brown. It is a dark brown, but I didn't want a black along that line. And then I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot as a primer. And then I'm actually wearing a combination of these two palettes. This is the Pixie and its Judy Time palette, and then I have my Soft Glam palette. From my Soft Glam, I used Tempera all over the lid and Dusty Rose all over the lid, and I think that's it from this palette. I'm pretty sure I just used those two shades. And then from its Judy Time, I used, they do have names. Okay, I'm just going to point to them because honestly, I don't know. Anyway, I put this in my crease, this one all over the lid, this one in my outer corner, this over top of the dark plum shade, and then this in my inner corner as well as the highlighter. So, oh, and my lips, I have this Huda Beauty Demi Matte in Lady Boss. All right, that is everything that's on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation. So half an hour in, basically, it's looking okay. It's actually looking more like it's sitting on top of my skin than actually blended into my skin. It is settling a little bit in my line on my forehead, and these days, you know, pretty much every foundation does that. Along my hairline, I don't like how it blended, and I don't know if that's picking up on camera. I do feel like it's almost in like every single pore almost, and my chin is kind of a hot mess. Again, I don't know if this camera's going to pick it up. I will try to get that at midday check-in to let you see how it is. It's just like in every imperfection, and some of that might be the amount of powder that I put on top of it, but I'm not liking the way it's looking on my chin. It's cracking in, like, I'm not liking the way it's looking on my chin right now. So maybe by midday it'll look okay, but because sometimes it does. Sometimes I do have foundation that looks better by midday, but for now, that's what we're starting with. Anyway, I will see you in about 4 hours. All right, you guys, it is time for my midday check-in. It is 3:30 on the dot. Look at that. I did change my lip a little bit because the other one was like migrating up onto my lip. And all I ate was a protein bar and drank some water, but it literally was like halfway up my lip. I had to touch up my upper lip with some concealer. So I do have a little bit different color lipstick on. Actually, it's not quite as wine colored as I thought it was upstairs. Anyway, let's not talk about that. We're gonna talk about the foundation, okay? All right, I'm gonna step out where it's not super bright today because it is pretty cloudy, but it's not like raining cloudy. But I'm going to show you my skin close up here. I do have a lot of imperfections on my skin, so, you know, I'm human. There's my nose. All right, I do not have porcelain skin. Or what do they say, glass skin? Don't have glass skin. All right, I'm looking in my little mirror here and I'm trying to see how it looks. It still kind of looks funny on the side of my nose there. That could have just been that I didn't blend it well enough because the other side looks okay. The cracking that I was seeing down here along my chin is looking better. It's not looking as cracked up, so that's looking better. However, over here, does that look like it's like just coming off my face? Yeah. My chin is one of my major problem areas, to be honest with you. My nose and my chin are like the two problem areas that I have most of all. On my cheeks, I think it looks okay. I think it actually is starting to make my skin look a little bit older than it is. I am 40 years old, and this is just settling in a lot of my imperfections, and I have a lot of them. No question. I have a lot of imperfections in my skin. I'm very emotive. Is that a word? I move my mouth and face around a lot. So, yes. Anyhow, I'm just not liking the way it's looking on my chin. Other than that, it's kind of funny on my nose here too, but other than my chin, I think it looks okay. But this is one of those foundations I feel that looks like it's sitting on top of my face or on top of my skin instead of like blended in. That might be because I put so much on because I wasn't getting very good coverage. That's absolutely a possibility, and it's also possible because I put a lot of powder on as well. So here we are halfway through the day. I will check in again at around 7:30 or maybe a little bit later. I don't know. We'll see. All right. We'll see you guys then. All right, everybody. I am back. I am a little bit late. It is 8:05 p.m. so I'm a little bit late. Here's where we sit. 8.5 hours in. I am shiny. In case you couldn't tell. I'm shiny, and it's not hot here today. It's actually rather chilly. I had a sweatshirt on for most of the day. So, yeah. I think I must have brushed my nose. Yeah, brushed my finger across my nose because it is coming off my nose right there. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Yeah, I just feel like this looks like it's sitting on top of my skin, and that's not necessarily a look that I prefer. Now, it is a little bit more fuller coverage than some of the other foundations that I've tried in the past because, you know, I like more of a natural look to my foundations than a fuller coverage. So I feel like this is looking a little bit more like it's sitting on top of my skin rather than blending into my skin. I am starting to feel like this is heavy, especially on in my T-zone area where I have a lot of oils. On my chin here is feeling really like heavy, and it's transferring like crazy. My nose is getting a little bit itchy in here. And when I say itchy, I mean like I can feel the oils. You know what I mean? Like I can feel the oils on my skin. And that does, you know, kind of get to me after a little while. But yeah, overall, I'm just not loving it. I'm really just not loving it. I think I saw some reviews where people were just like totally enamored with this foundation. I'm not loving it. I'm really not. In fact, I really want to get it off my chin. Like, and it's not like, so if you saw last week's review, I was like ready to rip my chin off. This, I'm not ready to rip my chin off, but I wouldn't mind having a blotting sheet right now. If that makes sense. I really wouldn't mind having a blotting sheet right now because it is just a little bit, you know, when I say it's itchy, when in this regard, it's just a little bit itchy because of the oils. Does that make sense? And like, it's really coming off. I really don't like it when my foundation comes off like this. But I've had this on for 8.5 hours, you know? So overall, not my favorite foundation. Like I said, mostly because it looks like it's more sitting on top of my skin than actually blended into my skin. Other than that, you know, it looks okay in some areas. In other areas, it looks like it's really into, like on my chin down here, I pointed it out at midday. It's just really cracked in the areas where I have, you know, problems. So that's what I think of the Milk Makeup. Where is it? It's sitting here on my table still. The Milk Makeup Flex Foundation. So I think I wouldn't mind wearing this if I just needed a really light coverage or I was only going to wear it for a couple of hours, because I didn't really feel like I was getting overly oily until maybe an hour and a half ago. So if I was wearing this for maybe 4, 5, 6 hours, somewhere in there, it wouldn't be bad. This shade is a little bit light for me. I did have to bronze up pretty much. So it is a little bit light for me, but like I said, up until about an hour and a half ago where this oil really started coming in, that's when I started to have an issue. So anyway, that is my first impression full day wear test of the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, or Blur Foundation, or what is this called? Flex Foundation. Flex Foundation. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button. I do post Foundation Fridays every single Friday. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below as well. I love to hear from you all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!